Hello, classroom family. It's me, Mildred Boveda, your professor and also your safekeeper. And I am here once again for week 4 Friday video, making sure that I go over some important topics with you so that you can keep in mind as you complete module 2. All right, so here's the agenda. I'm going to include these talking points in the description as well. I thought that might be useful. Let's go to talking point number 1. First thing on our agenda is your field experience. On Tuesday, I sent you an email. I want you to make sure that you review and download the attachments that I included in that email. The attachments were samples of your task stream assignments. This is a big deal. I'm going to buckle down. I am your safekeeper. My job is to keep you safe, but I cannot do the assignments for you. So why am I saying that? Last semester, I had a stellar student, exemplary, brilliant young woman. She was very, very bright. Unfortunately, even though she would have aced the class, had she completed all her assignments, she was not able to complete her field hours and turn in her field of experience assignments. So she earned an F, unfortunately. It bothers me to this day that happened. I want to make sure I think this is my 5th semester, maybe my 6th semester teaching this course. I don't want that to ever happen again. Make sure that you are assigned in the field school. If you haven't been assigned yet, you need to hurry up and do that, because in order to volunteer and in order to observe in schools in this capacity, you have to be fingerprinted and approved by the county. So make sure that you are in your field classes, you're in your field schools. If there's any kind of hiccup, any kind of misunderstanding, something that's going on, any challenge, make sure you communicate with me before the assignment is due, which is towards the end of the semester. Look at your syllabus. Look at the description of what the assignment is. Look at the samples that I sent you. My job is to keep you safe. My job is to support you. I have high expectations for you, and I'm willing to support you, but you have to reach out and you have to be engaged in this course. Okay? I've spoken to 2 of you recently. I think it's Melissa and Paula. Priscilla. Priscilla and Melissa. I think you guys rhyme. That's kind of cool. I've spoken to you recently. We had phone conversations. You reached out. Anybody can contact me. Just send an email letting me know when you would like to talk. I prefer to do it during the weekdays, during the hours that are in the syllabus. But just reach out if you need to have a conversation with me. We can discuss whatever issues you may be having, or you can email me, or you can text me. You have my cell phone information. Reach out. Do not hesitate. Do not suffer in silence. Is there anything that's working for you? Anything that you're finding difficult? Anything about this online format that you think may be helpful? Any suggestions you may have? Please feel free to share. Okay, let's move on. Assignments due on Sunday. Okay, what are they? Your discussions, which you need to have at least 2 posts. Your original ideas, your post that you're putting based on your reaction to whatever the question is. In this case, I'm asking you to choose two people that stand out in the Willowbrook video, and also 2 scenes that stand out. So make sure you cover that. And in addition to that, you need to respond to at least 1 classmate's post. Last module, some of you lost points because you didn't talk. You posted your own ideas, but you didn't respond to one of your classmates or your class family members' ideas. Make sure that you do both so you can earn your full points. Regarding the website that you're responsible for, this is supposed to scratch that. Ignore what I just am smiling about. But the website, make sure that the website is something that I can access. If you decided to do an actual link, make sure that the link is working. If it's some kind of document, some kind of publisher or some kind of Word document, make sure that I can see it. Make sure that you have a PDF version of it if it's not a link, or it's Word or it's Pages or whatever it is. Make sure that I'm able to open the document. Some of you I already emailed about that. If I can't open the document, then I can't grade you. So make sure I can open the document. Make sure that the link works. The Willowbrook video, I am really impressed with some of the responses, or most of your responses that you're giving, you provided. I wanted to make sure that you saw that video because it's one thing to read about the history of IDEA. It's another thing to see the realities of what life was before special education was in place the way we know it today. Willowbrook was a state school. Why is that important? It's important because I told you that states are responsible for education. And each state has its own rules. Willowbrook was in New York, and you could see that the families were encouraged to ship their kids with disabilities away and to visit them whenever they had a chance to. And you could see how traumatic it was, not only for the children and the students, because they were students. It was a state school. You could see the trauma that it caused the families as well. The stigma behind disabilities, the shame, the embarrassment that some of the people felt, or the burden and the challenges that the siblings especially felt. Things have gotten so much better. I hope you've seen that things have gotten so much better. And many of the improvements that you see today is through advocacy by parents, by people with disabilities, by educators. I'm very much confident in saying that I am an advocate for people with disabilities and for all learners. I'm an advocate, and this is what advocacy produces. Obviously, we don't have schools like Willowbrook's today. We just don't. And that's because of IDEA. IDEA had a huge part of that advocacy. The federal government stepped in, helped states and local schools, local school districts have enough funding and responsibilities and policies and guidelines in order to provide support for all learners. Okay? Now, upcoming projects. That's the last part of this agenda for today. It is very challenging for me, to be honest with you, to talk to a video right now or to send out an email and not get feedback. So I'm very excited that we're going to have these group projects where we're going to be together, me and you with your group members, simultaneously online at the same time, so I can get some call-in response, some back and forth, some feedback. It's working. This is the online format. However, I do enjoy teaching. I do enjoy seeing the teaching and learning process happen in real time. So I'm looking forward to that. So what are the two upcoming projects? One is related to the readings that you have in this module. You're going to go over pretty much all the disability categories, and then you're picking for your assignment one particular disability and engaging and writing about it, right? Well, what we're going to do as a group, one of the assignments that you're going to do as a group is that you're going to really dig deep into a particular disability. And I'm going to put you guys in groups based on what disabilities you guys turned in this week. So I'm going to try to put you guys together in that way. And we will have to figure out when can we meet? How can we arrange when we're going to meet? Look at the syllabus. It gives you a description of what is expected there. And on Tuesday, my Tuesday email, I'm going to give you a rubric with specific guidelines as to what that group presentation is going to be. Another assignment that's going to be happening with that same group that you're going to be assigned with is the book report. And I want you guys to start thinking about that. I want you to choose a book, a children's book, a K through 12 book. Some of you are high school level English majors, but a book that features a character with a disability. And I want you to prepare a lesson plan and present that lesson plan. And so those are the two major assignments that we're going to do as a group, and I'm very excited about it because I get to engage with you in real life. Today I was at FIU. I went to visit a classroom, and I was kind of hoping that one of you was there because I really like getting to know my students, and so we're going to figure out how we're going to get to know each other on a more personal level, hopefully before the end of the semester. It's already week 4. All right. So remember, I have high expectations for you, but I'm also here to give you just as much support. Remember, this is a flexible format, but you have to stay engaged. Remember also that you need to make sure that you complete the criteria of these assignments. The next assignments due this Sunday before midnight, so make sure you get it done and reach out. Keep in touch.